What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Apothecary Diaries, this time with episode 23 of season 2. 1 week break last week. To remember what happened last episode, there was quite a lot going on. Mao ended up getting found by Jinchi, which was awesome. She's going to be fulfilling her role. We saw her resolve at the end of the episode, which is awesome. Shame about Shishou, but really loved her in this arc. She's been absolutely fantastic. So inevitably going to probably be a big shame what happens to her in these final episodes, but looking forward to seeing what does go down. Let me know what you guys think about this one though down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. Something I saw someone post which I didn't really think about just because we're all in the heat of the moment, but what's going to be happening. Crap, I didn't start that at the right time. Apologies. But yeah, what's going to be happening after all of this is said and done, now that Jinchi has revealed himself as the Moon Prince? Inevitably, not just his relationship with Mao, but his general kind of ongoings in the palace is going to be very different. And yeah, I'm interested to see what happens to that. I imagine there might be a bit of distance put between Mao and Jinchi, which would be quite a shame. You know what? I'm hoping we get a season 3 announcement right after. I'm not sure how much material there is, source material. Yeah, I can't remember, to be honest. Hopefully there's enough for a season 3, but I think I remember, isn't the author in like prison or something for like tax evasion or something along those lines, right? So on that note, it doesn't seem like there's going to be an awful lot of new content for Apothecary Diaries, and therefore maybe next season won't come so quickly. Again, it's crazy how much this opening's grew on me. Which I didn't think I'd be saying initially, because I love this artist. Ooh, whistle. But yeah, initially I didn't really like the opening that much comparatively, but it's grew on me a lot. I think the visuals play a big part in that, comparatively to what's going on with like it being quite dark right now. The opening's so fun and light. Maybe not lyrically, but tone wise. Not for this nation, I don't think. It's Brooke. Yeah, Tanuki. Mr. Tanuki. Yeah, I remember a bit of the preview now. Crazy actions he's taken here. I thought he kind of reformed himself like at least a little bit or something last episode. But now he's doing this, which kind of contradicts what I thought about him. I loves his guns. That was just for him to die. That's why he done that. give them a reason to kill him here and now. In a way, this is not making up for that, but repenting in a sense. I don't know. Damn, she used to be very beautiful. Crazy. It does feel like that, doesn't it? Not for him. It was anticlimactic for him, was it? This was a drama. It might be. Okay. But I feel like she hasn't got any intention of actually shooting him. Where the red dot goes, yeah, bang. If any of you guys know what I'm referencing there. Yeah, she's an absolute menace to your society. I can imagine seeing her like this is a very different than how you expected for Jinchi. Mm. We know how much Jinchi resembles that disgusting man, so this is a situation right here. Oh, I thought it was. Again, it's been a couple weeks, but I thought it was the fact that he kind of fucked up. So she willingly kind of left his side. I mean, as a woman, well, not speaking for every woman or anything. Um, this is a big opportunity for her, isn't it? And I think a lot of women, and a lot of anyone, if they were put in a situation like this, would probably more so if it was a man. If this like roles were reversed, probably more men would actually say yes, but I probably would. Yeah, it's a massive opportunity. I thought it was him that kind of fucked up, so it was her that kind of actually chose to leave him. There's probably more to this than that. I'm glad this has happened though. I could use this. She was essentially a hostage. Ah, ah. For real, he seemed, yeah, he literally gave up his own life essentially right there. And earlier on in this episode, literally. Fucking hell. Oh, oh. That is a beautiful hairpin, isn't it? And that wish is for, yeah, for Shenmei. Okay. Okay. I mean, anything that guy's done doesn't strike me as caring for other people, so that shouldn't be a surprise. I think if you had any ounce of empathy towards anyone, you wouldn't have done anything that old man, that horrid old emperor, you've done. Surely. To say the least. Thankless rubber. To say the least. Jesus. Whew. There's a lot of going on right here. I think they're doing a really good job at explaining it, though, even for someone like me that isn't like the best with my memory with all of like, the details, like the families and such. I think they've explained it really well and really clearly, especially here. So yeah, he almost done a bit of a Lelouch, just literally took all of the darkness, the yeah, as you said, the rot, the kind of stains, smeared him upon himself, and died, and he died for their name to be kind of cleansed, and for Shen Mei again, essentially, in a way. Damn, that really enlightens us now, doesn't it? Again, we didn't fully see a lot of these flashbacks. We saw parts of the flashbacks, didn't we? So yeah, we did assume that he just took like Shen Mei, but no, he actually devoted pretty much his whole life to like getting her out of there. He had a child with another woman and so on. This woman never know what she had, did she? Get her back, lad. Get her fucking. Give her one. I hope that blows up in her face. That is. I think that's actually like quite likely to happen. And it did. Those blood. Yeah, I don't think your blood splatters over your face when you get shot like that, does it? Yeah. So again, just logistic. I don't know why I know this. I don't know where I would have learned this. Um, so I was never very good at history or anything, and the history I did study was medicine history. Um, Still to this day, don't know why I chose to study that. Although it's helped me out a little bit in this show, a little bit. Um, and I've gained much more of an interest in that during the show. But yeah, I think this was during like early versions of guns. They were quite liable to break like this, and um, not quite as safe as the guns we got today, of course. But yeah, I think they were quite likely to like have like an explosion go backwards. I don't know the specifics of it, but I did learn about this somewhere. And there's like it's not just like a small kind of possibility. It's like I'm gonna guess like a 20% chance of this happening. I'm not sure if Lowland done something, or Shishou should I say. Not sure if she knew or done something to know, but I guess she must have. Yeah, and as I said, I feel like it was pretty evident she had no intention of using it. She didn't see any of it. This is a rather depressing kind of love story as well, isn't it? Okay, so it doesn't confirm, but I'm imagining the kids are on there, and they did take the revival medicine. Yeah, I'm assuming the kids are on there as well as Surei. Oh shit! So she's just harmed the prince. Damn. But that's so subtle. But yeah, essentially, I'm not sure if you'd count this as like an attempt on Jinchi's life, but what she's done here is she not just sealed her own fate right here by wounding the prince. Is that not just saying yes? End it. Ah, so subtle. Oh boy. Fucking up. Crazy episode. Pretty much full on dialogue episode. Yeah, still incredible. It's incredible how you go from something like Apocalypse Hotel last week with no dialogue, which was incredible, to something so dialogue heavy yet still incredible. TV and media is just amazing, isn't it? Jeez, she's still dancing. Bang! Holy crap! Holy crap! Jesus Christ, that was awesome. We had a really fantastic kind of dance-like sequence at the end of season 1, which I absolutely loved. This one, a little bit more depressing, a little bit more depressing, but holy crap, that was beautiful, wasn't it? I love the OST. They're so good with this series, with the kind of special songs they put. A little bit like ReZero in that way. They add some really awesome special songs for big moments like this. Both those series, both this and that series, does that really well. But yeah, as we knew, as soon as she scratched Jinchi like that, that was just. I mean, you can call it like a. Some people might say like this is an overreaction or whatever, but this is just the rules for these guys. They see the prince armed like this. They've got to do what they've got to do. So yeah, like I said, that just we knew her fate was kind of sealed. And even going to this episode, I kind of had a feeling that from all her plans and such that she was planning stuff for before she died. She was like trying to get everything kind of wrapped up. Yeah, wow. Suire's reaction to it as well was so powerful. Like, yeah, just wow. That was an incredible scene. One of the best of the season for absolute sure. And I love Jinchi's kind of narration on top of it as well. Really kind of encapsulating, honestly, I wouldn't say the audience because I can't speak for everyone, but really encapsulating my kind of thoughts on this all as well. So you can't take your eyes away from it. Absolutely fair play to the Tanuki guy and Shishou though. Like, wow, that's like the total opposite of the old emperor in terms of his empathy towards people and caring of others. These guys have gone the complete other direction, like the complete. Oh dear, sorry, my nose. Now the kids who are dead, but I don't think they are dead, are they? What's happened to him? He got broke. He's got a bad back, has he? Yeah. Lucky he wasn't here. Well, I say that. Not sure what much would have changed, but except for him being an absolute menace and a nuisance, probably. Creepy. You're being a creep. What was that though? That was like some kind of punishment she had. I'm not sure what those bruises were. Okay, the preview. Oh wow. The beginning. Why does it look like we got a lot of recap next episode? Why is almost everything from the preview things we've already seen before? It's interesting. So what the hell's this? Sorry guys. A bit sniffly. Who is that? It kind of looks a little bit like the panicky guy, but I don't think it is. I think this is during the current time, right? Something shining in the bush. Kind of looks like a sniper in like a game. You see someone that aimed in. So yeah, a lot of the preview we see actually we've already seen. I'm not sure we've seen this though. Interesting shot. I'm not sure who that is. Kind of looks like Malmata, but I don't think it is her, is it? Seen all this. That's a nice shot. How'd you marry? That's also interesting that we end off the final episode of the season is Hajimari, which usually means beginning or start, right? And it's the end of the season. So yeah, interested to see why there's so many flashbacks. I think now knowing, I think if you do watch back this season, maybe season 1 as well, there's probably a lot you can kind of look back on and go, oh yeah, you know what, that makes sense with now what we know about the old Tanuki guy and his kind of actions. Again, really good episode today. I'm glad they didn't just like summarize things and kind of tie knots in, and I'm not sure if that's the right wording for it, but they didn't just like summarize and kind of reveal and kind of cover everything and cover all bases and wrap up everything. I think they actually explained it really well in ways that, again, even someone like me understood quite clearly. Really like the Tanuki backstory, again, very depressing stuff, to be honest, like seeing his whole like life devoted to this, and then Shishou actually ended up kind of covering for him as well and aiding in his plan in a sense, adding on to it, making sure all the kids got out okay, making sure her sister got out okay, some nice revenge on Shenmei, which we all wanted to see, not quite as brutal as maybe we all wanted to see, especially after today's episode where she was even more egregious than I thought she would be. I thought there might be some kind of like, I mean, it was depressing and disastrous in a way, but it was also all her own doing in a sense. Like, she could have chose to leave with Tanuki earlier on. She could have chose not to. Again, it's very it was very enticing being one of the consorts for the Emperor, but she could have easily just not made that decision earlier on as well. But hindsight, I guess, isn't it? Very much hindsight. But yeah, she got her end, which was nice. Lovely scene at the end here. Again, just something like so beautiful yet so kind of death filled and dark about this. But you get, like Jinshi said, he summed up really well. Just can't take your eyes off this all unfold. And I think he knew as soon as as Shisui took that finger thing. I'm not sure what that's called. And scratched him. He knew exactly what was going on there as well. And as he said, he didn't do anything to go against that, which I think was the right call. As sad as it is, I think that was absolutely the right call. But yeah, beautiful ending to the episode there, and again, a fantastic episode. Definitely one of the best episodes of this season in general. This show's season and this whole spring season, which has been ultimately quite disappointing for me. This show has definitely been a kind of bright light in what has been a pretty disappointing season, to be honest. But again, season as a whole, not this season of the Apothecary Diaries. Quite a few letdowns for me this season, so I'm glad this stayed the same quality as season 1. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Again, it seems like we've got quite a lot of flashbacks next episode, so I'm not really sure what I should be prepared for. Maybe they just specifically chose them because they didn't want to give too much away about what we're going to be covering next episode. That might tie into what I said at the start with them. It basically will be a new start for Jinshi and Mao Mao now, won't it? Because Jinshi can't go around as this eunuch anymore. He can't be the guy he used to be, so it will be a kind of new start. So yeah, should be interesting. Again, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section. Let me know if I missed anything, or if you guys have any interpretation of things as well. I'd be very much interested to hear that. As I said, it's I'm not the best with kind of retaining too much information, just because I watch so many shows. This show I do retain more than most. It usually is the case. The shows I really care about, I do retain the most information for, even if I am watching like 10 shows in a season or something. Some of those other shows kind of miss out a little bit on information, choose to forget a bit about those so I can kind of remember more about the Apothecary Diaries and such. But yeah, again, let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with the season finale.